Matt, thank you for coming in.
Hey, you're welcome, Mark. Yeah, I haven't been changed yet, so we're good. We're good right now.
We did see a little bit of a change in attitude from the Walleye. Nice win Friday night at home. Good win at Fort Wayne on Saturday. But then on Sunday, it kind of slipped away with a really disastrous second period against the Cyclones.
I thought it was pretty important for Toledo to have a full week of practice. They hadn't had that in quite some time. You know, you had time off. You had to mix in there for the holidays, and plus you played 15 games in a month of December. There's not a lot of actual practice time. This team had a chance to have 3 straight days of practices: Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday last week. It showed Friday.
Yeah.
It showed Saturday. They were very disciplined. They played the systems very well. Sunday, you know, you had a bad second period. And, you know, I thought they were okay in the first. They were obviously fine in the third. But that second period was a struggle. And Cincinnati's too good of a team for you to have a struggle period against them. You have to play them all the way through 60 minutes or they will make you pay. And you saw that on Sunday.
I think the key to the weekend was that third period against Kalamazoo, where the Wings had some jump in them in that third period, but Toledo was able to hold on and get that win, and I think that helped set the tone for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, it certainly did. And you know what, Toledo finding their offensive touch a little bit, and some of that actually stemmed out of the fact that they were very good defensively, especially in Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne, #1 shooting team in the league, #1 power play unit in the league. Both of them completely shut down on Saturday. What happened? Toledo scored 8 goals.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you take care of your own end how much the offensive side takes care of itself. It's hard to figure that. You always think, well, I got to try harder to get more goals. Sometimes it's not that way. It's amazing how many players in my career I've talked to, going, I don't know, 20-some years now of this, that it just is amazing to me to hear player after player say, yeah, sometimes I just got to stop thinking about it. And then all of a sudden you start scoring goals. You just concentrate on doing things right in your own zone, and the other side takes care of itself.
8 goals on Saturday, 3 of those from Gordy Green. He had 5 goals this weekend. Is that one of those examples of it just starting to come to him now?
Yeah, you know, and he was in the right positions, and you've got to get yourself in the right position, Mark, to score goals. He certainly did that. He's a guy who's more of a point producer. You know, yeah, goals are great for him, but he's more of a helper. He's more of an assist guy. He's a guy that can point produce for you. And this weekend, it happened to be that he was in the right spots to shoot the puck, and he did. And that's the sign of a really good player, is one that knows when to distribute and knows when to shoot. And we saw this for many a year with Shane Birchback, TJ Hensick the same way. You see a little bit of that similarity with Gordy Green.
Mitchell Hurd hit a milestone this past weekend as well, his 300th career point, added to that total then on Saturday and Sunday as well. Getting Hurd and Hawkins going is helping that offense as well.
Yeah, those 2 guys, certainly that helps a lot to see them going in a point production fashion. I think that's allowed Gordy Green to play better. John Albert, I thought, had a very solid weekend, the captain. You know, as he starts getting going too. Those guys, that you know they're going to produce. And I think we talked about this earlier in the year when you just have to look at the back of their baseball card, right? We talk about that in the summer where guys, they're going to hit eventually because you look at the back of their card, they do hit. And that's kind of the same thing in hockey. You know, a guy that's a goal scorer is going to score goals. They're too good of players, too accomplished careers to not make it there.
This is an important stretch of hockey for the Walleye right now because they're playing a lot of games against the Central Division foes, including this week when they have their final 4 and 5 of the season, as they're on the road Wednesday, Friday, home Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, not losing sleep over that last 4 and 5 of the year. I mean, there's so many years where we're jamming a whole bunch of those in the back part of the year, but to get a lot of those be out of the way and done can be very helpful for this team going forward. You look at the week, though, taking on Cincinnati again on the road. You have them twice this week with the Wednesday and the Sunday. So, you know, taking those shots against the top team in the division. And then 2 teams you've kind of been okay against this year, but you just beat them. Kalamazoo on the road Friday, and then Fort Wayne at home Saturday. Hopefully Toledo carry over what they did last week into this week.
All right, thank you very much, Matt Melzak. Of course, you can see that Saturday night and Sunday evening game live right here on BCSN. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.